Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Akakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders, great millstone that rule well through the scriptures. Peace to the hopeful elect. All right, I'm at work today. The minute I walk in the door, barely can clock in yet. The security guard going crazy about this whole coronavirus thing. And I mind you, I've been here since last week at this spot, and it was, the coronavirus is everywhere you look at, as far as like the news, and they pushing it, they invoking that, they basically fear mongering. All right, they basically just selling fear, But anyway, I guess the company I work for is a third party logistics company. So there's like they got many facilities. So at one of the facilities, an employee had the coronavirus, right? Check it out. He had been at home since March the 17th. He had not been at work. He had not been exposed to anyone. He recently was diagnosed with it. Okay. So now at a whole nother facility. So now we come in here and it's 6 feet, 6 feet. Everybody got to be 6 feet, 6 feet, 6 feet. But the way that they speak about the coronavirus, the way it spreads, it's nothing you can really do. Being in the type of environment and setting that, life consists of today. Everything, kind of consists of being amongst people, especially in America, because America is a service-based economy. I mean, you order stuff off Amazon and things like that, but you always amongst somebody. You got people walking around with masks and things of that nature. But you always got to. You can't just escape germs. You go to the bathroom, you use the bathroom, then you wash your hands, but then you got to grab the door handle. And the germs from the private area can last on that door handle for more than a day, man. So now what? So, it just don't make no sense. But it was very redundant to me, because at the startup, you have a startup like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, this and that, and the third. Right after the startup was over, all that 6 feet stuff went right out the window. It was business. It was back to business as usual, because you can't really escape it, But yet the fear is still there, which lets you know like people is just gone. I'm gonna get a scripture. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get it in the blue letter so we can look up a definition. This is Isaiah 60:2. It says, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee." Right? The people is covered in gross darkness. All right. Darkness basically represents confusion, the lack of knowledge, because light is knowledge. People just slow. Here it is. You got all these people scared, but you still operating to catch it, so to speak. Oh, you stand 6 feet away from people. Oh, you buying up all the hand sanitizer. Oh, you wearing masks. But then you go to the grocery store. The grocery store is packed full of people. Packed. You go to the grocery stores, packed. You go to work. Everybody touching the time clock. Everybody in the break room. People still talk. It's just redundant, man. Whether it's real or fake, whether it's, they regardless, they basically ushering in their system, man, the new system. All right. So it don't even really matter if the coronavirus is real or fake. First of all, whoever gonna get it anyway. All right, that's already set. All right, you gotta pray to the Lord, All right, you gotta be under the protection of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, you can eat all the herbs and try to stay away and be as healthy as you want. But hey, if you gonna get something, you gonna get something. All right. But this is This is Proverbs 14 and 15. It says, "The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man look well to his going." And prudent is wisdom. So we ain't just believing everything, that's coming out there and purported, but we watching because we know that these is signs of the times, man. Uh, 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 which the scripture speaks of. Sirach 18 and 27. A wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning he will beware of offense. But a fool will not observe time. Right? The majority of people can't see the forest for the trees. People going crazy about this coronavirus, but they're ignoring that the stock market has crashed. All right, the economy has crashed. All right, while the stock market done plummeted. All right, couple thousand points. Gas $1.60. The scripture says victuals. Let me get that, because that's something right there. People ain't even now see. Somebody see gas drop to $1.60. Somebody should be scratching their head like, wait a minute, man. What's up with this, man? You should be very skeptical with all this going on in the Middle East and Iran and Syria and all of this. You should be very skeptical. As much as they hold this oil dear, that gas is the lowest I've seen it was $1.60 something. No, I think like $1.58 or something. All right. In the second Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth. And a victual isn't just food; it's a resource. It's anything. All right. My woman bought some eggs 2 for $5, but they was the healthy eggs. They was the three. Normally these eggs $3.99. Different little things is very cheap. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion." And that's what's coming, and that's what's here at a small level, man. Upon the earth, you got the listeria outbreak over there. What's that in Africa? You got those plague of locusts. The people is confused, man. All right. Verse 22. "For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy." You got these martial law, where you got the National Guard ready to be deployed, all right, in certain little spots. You got all these laws that have been passed years ago for that basically gives the government certain power to operate in times like this. So who could foresee? How did they foresee this? All right. Because they lead people into the direction they want them to go. Okay? The scripture in Psalms speaks about he search out iniquities, he do a diligent search. All right? It's just Psalms. Let me see. This is Psalm 64 and 5. It says, "They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily." So they get together to speak about and discuss how to lay traps secretly, man. They say, "Who shall see them?" Why? Because they do it in the dark. They get they thinkers, of the various. They get their people from television. They get their people from entertainment. They get their people from science. All right, politics, education. Okay, to get all the people from different walks of life, the wicked elite of all the different, and they come together with these different plans. Oh, this is how we attack them in this sphere, in this world or this part. So they try to get everybody, man. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, "Who shall see them?" Verse 6. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. This ain't this ain't no small time thing that they doing, man. They run tests. studies, algorithms, all right, simulations. All right, look at the studies they've been doing. MK Ultra, seeing what the effects of LSD on the human mind, sensory deprivation. They do studies, man, to see different things, man, and come up with notes and methods to reinforce their agenda, man. This is go to the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. It says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right, and that's basically the time we living in. I read the scripture earlier that said a fool will not observe time. All right, why? Because a fool or the simple, they believeth every word. Anything somebody talking about, they gonna believe. The government said this. We got no. All this represents, because the scriptures in Proverbs, the first chapter says, these book is to give. Let's get that Proverbs, the first chapter. Proverbs 1 and 2, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. Right. That's what this Bible is for. All right, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion, but a fool will not observe time, man. They can't see that the time we living in is biblical. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. This to the hopeful elect. Call Halah Yahweh by Shem Yahushai by Shem